I said you better watch what you're doing, 'cause I ain't gonna stop when I'm moving. I'm headed to the top, I'ma do it. I'm headed to the top, I'ma prove it. And I could go all night, I'm sick of being nothing. All right, I'm gonna be something. I'll fight with every breath, trust me. I'ma be the one at the top, you can't touch me. I bleed with every word coming. I would rather die than be someone who's nothing. I'm the type of dude who will not remain nameless. I'm the type of dude who is headed for greatness. I'm the type of dude who could really make changes, 'cause I'm the type of dude that's becoming contagious. I'm the type of dude that will always be ageless. I'm the type of dude that will always feel shameless. I'm the type of dude that they say is fucking heinous, 'cause I'm the type of dude that you know is fucking dangerous.
You are absolutely right. The way he went about it was absolutely wrong. Like so, like I said, I'm not
of my Jewish hatred that actually goes. Other than the fact that why are y'all popping out of the sewers in New York City?
Annunciation Catholic Church. You couldn't have called it pronounced Catholic Church?
Yeah, pronounce the Catholic.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa's Japanese.
How am I supposed to tell if you can't?
Fuck's that supposed to mean, white boy?
Means you got eyes like apostrophes. You dress white, talk black, and drive Jew. So how am I supposed to know what kind of zipperhead dog-munching dink you are if you don't?
Yo.
That reply is right. That wasn't even him acting. Dude was just like, that's kind of fucked, dude.
He's just pissed off at the time.
You know what? I didn't even link the chat today. Look at that. I'm an asshole. Give me a second, ladies and gentlemen.
Listen, you're off from work and all of a sudden you just go all wimbly bimbly on things.
I've been enjoying this time just fucking off. All right. I need to get back into it. I got some things to do. And apparently this shit
you have to get us into the...
Huh?
You have to sign us into that thing.
The Rumble thing. Yeah, I'm doing that tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay.
Ow.
Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? What's going on?
What's going on, Shane? We got Rhoda with us. Jennifer. The names, I hate them. I hate them. YouTube, go back. And, of course, we got Jennifer on the other side there. Again, with the don't know, she says, hello, you beautiful bastards. Hope everybody had a great holiday. Yes.
Woo!
It was actually pretty good. What's going on, Rick? How y'all doing tonight?
What up, Rick? How was everybody's Thanksgiving? What'd you guys do? Anything fun? You stood home?
I went to, of course, the in-laws' house.
You guys went
my
out?
wife was cooking and, taking care of things. I fell asleep on the couch, woke up, ate.
Old man.
And then we took a nap back on the couch again. That was my Thanksgiving.
That's what you do. That's what you do.
Yeah.
We slept. And then watched some football. And then we had some dinner. And then I had to be promptly awake this morning at 3 o'clock after the baby was crying until 12:30 in the morning. So that was fun. That was fun. But yeah, and then I got home. My plan was to come and play some things. And but yeah, I didn't get to, but it's all right. I got to sleep, which was also good too.
Right. That's always the best thing. But it isn't so much if oh yeah, he's throwing his link in there. Go hit up the Rumble Simple game inside there. Give him a follow.
Yeah, look, I started my own little gaming channel. You'll get to hear popular voices such as the Bizman and Richard. Where the fuck is it? Damn it!
Fucked up shit.
Yeah,
that's what I will be doing. But yeah,
no.
Yeah.
Why is it not finding where to?
What are you talking?
I don't know. I downloaded a no. I downloaded a specific thing for you on here, and now I can't fucking find it.
Go into the history of your downloads.
Yeah, I'll find it. Anyway. But yeah, so sorry.
Failure on that one then.
I still got this too.
I love that. When playing Arc Raiders, they'll use that beeping shit to let people know I'm there. I did that one time in solo run, and I was underneath somebody just moving quietly, and I heard him running around. And every time he heard footsteps, I'd beep, and he'd just be like, "Dude, are my shoes squeaking?" And then one of his friends was like, "I don't know, take off running." And I did it, and he's like, "Your shoes are squeaking." It sounds like a smoke detector. I started busting out laughing. They're like, "What the fuck?"
Please tell me you have that recorded.
No, I was playing on my own.
But dude, motherfucker.
I was sitting there, I started busting out laughing. They started like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Nah, that's me. That's just a sound effect. I'm just using a smoke detector." I thought it'd be funny every time he took off running to make that sound. And it was perfect.
Thank you, Shane. I do feel a little better. Jennifer won some cash.
Oh, hey, before we get into anything, there is one that was pretty fucking epic. Let me get that loaded up real quick. Because I knew it was going to happen. I straight up knew it was going to happen. Check this out. You know that Howard Dean clip I got, right?
Yeah.
I've been using that every time I exit. I straight up knew this ambush was going to happen. Y'all check this out.
I can't see it.
Oh, wait. I got to flip it on your side. I got the volume on it really low because it's gameplay. It's, how I'm going through the stream and everything. Close that and minimize that. Yeah, here you go. The dead run for me. Let's go.
And then we're going to Washington, D.C. to take back the White House!
That shit was great. I enjoyed that run.
They killed you?
Yes.
Not dead.
No.
You made it. Yeah.
No, because it was closing at that point in time.
Yeah.
I went down after the timer was up.
What up, Spud?
So I kept everything.
Yeah, no, I know. Once you get in there, as long as actually no, because by the time
it's closing up within 2 seconds,
if it's closing up,
down, you still got the downtime. But if you die within that 4 seconds, you're downed in that 4 seconds.
Yeah, but
because you're still living. But if you crawl in there and they do that shit, you're dead.
Yeah. Oh, I know. What up, Spuds?
But yeah, I knew that was coming too because they were acting all fucking sus, just standing there watching me just move around, watching the sky and everything. And I could see them just standing there watching me. So I was like, all right, yeah, they're going to kill me. So I hit that fucking sound command right before then. And dude, it just came out to be perfect.
Man.
It is the perfect representation of what happened to Howard Dean's career after that. It's perfect. But yeah, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get to this here real quick. We got while we were gone, 2 National Guardsmen were shot. One of them is dead. One of them is still in critical condition at this point.
Yeah,
they were shot in the head. Check this out. 2 National Guard members from West Virginia were in critical condition Wednesday as a gunman opened fire on them in an apparent targeted shooting near White House, officials said. In an address Wednesday night, President Donald Trump called the shooting an act of evil and hatred and an act of terror, adding it was a crime against our entire nation. I kind of say yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Trump, citing information on the Department of Homeland Security, said a suspect entered the U.S. from Afghanistan in September of 2021 and criticized prior administration of President Joe Biden. Trump said the shooting underscores the single greatest national security threat facing our nation, saying the U.S. must now re-examine every single alien from Afghanistan who has entered our country under Biden We must take all necessary measures to ensure the removal of any alien from any country who does not belong here or add benefit to our country. Yeah, words. I need to get something to drink. I got a dry mouth, but he's right. He's 100% right.
Yeah.
Trump did not name the suspect, blah, 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 blah. We also have this one right here. National Guard Sarah Beckstrom has died after Washington, D.C. shooting. One of the two U.S. National Guard soldiers shot in a targeted attack near the White House this week has died when the second is, while the second is fighting for his life, Trump has announced as part of his Thanksgiving call. Stop trying to go faster. As part of his Thanksgiving call to U.S. troops late on Thursday, the U.S. president said he had been informed that Sarah Beckstrom, 20, has succumbed to her wounds. Trump added the second guard member, Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolfe, 24, was fighting for his life still. Lockenall, 29, would now be charged with murder in the first degree, she said. The alleged assailant, but whatever the fuck, will now face upgraded charges as a result of Beckstrom's death. That was from Janine Pirro. Yeah, so she died. We got communities that honored West Virginia in the National Guard shooting. We're honoring 2 members of the United States National Guard who were shot this week. Lauding their dedication to serving this country. I'm just holding back so fucking much here. Davey.
Yeah.
This is the bad time to try to say, hey, be more polite.
I know. Richard can hear you laughing and he gave you the finger.
No. Hold on. Where is it? The suspect in Washington, D.C. National Guard shooting has ties to the CIA.
Well, no, you don't say.
Worked with agency-backed military units during the U.S. war in Afghanistan.
No, you don't say.
Wait. So the pullout of Afghanistan is fucked. Trump says, hey, we're going to get out of Afghanistan. Wasn't able to do it in his time. Biden becomes the president, fumbles that shit, and now the dude's pissed about it? I mean, what else could there be to this one so far? We don't really have any kind of real motives or anything for this as far as I can see at this point in time, but let's see, the alleged gunman identified as blah, 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 came to the U.S. in September under Operations Allies Welcome Program that gave some Afghanistans who had worked for the U.S. government entry visas to the United States. He was granted asylum in April of this year under the Trump administration, Reuters reports. Lockenall's ties to the Central Intelligence Agency, which worked alongside U.S. Special Forces in Afghanistan, were confirmed by CIA Director John Ratcliffe to media outlets. Dude, this is getting deep.
Yeah. Once again, why do you think the CIA came out with this the other day? And I say the CIA because Elisa Slotkin is, a CIA agent.
Go ahead.
Well, we have a couple things to go here. Let's go with this one first. We'll go with, a couple things that may have led up to this.
Rachel, we wanted to do something pretty simple here. We wanted to just remind folks that they need to comply with the law and be reminded, and also
be able to
explain to members of the
terrorists?
Military that we have their backs.
Donald Trump's going to be gone a couple years. And if you're part of the military that is going after sitting senators, sitting members of Congress, and part of, the weaponization of government, there will be consequences, without a doubt.
Well, this is part of it because they're telling ICE agents that they're going to go to jail.
Oh, yeah.
If, let's see. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, here we go. More violent rhetoric from our favorite fucking dunderhead.
I'll say it again.
Oh, we just
Donald
bounced
Trump's
again?
mass deportation system makes me think of what a modern day slave patrol would look like. Slave patrols were armed groups empowered by the government to control, intimidate, and terrorize people solely based on color. That's what's happening now. Donald Trump is sending mass agents without warrants into communities of color to terrorize the people who live there. And the reason that I want to make sure that I draw out this link, because we heard Maxine say that black and brown is coming together. I'll say it again.
Yep. Black and brown and terrorists are all coming together. You know,
who was that? That was the CIA. That was Alyssa, right?
Who just spoke? No, that was Jasmine.
No. I'm talking about in the video. It was Alyssa.
Yeah, it was Alyssa Slotkin who led it. She was the one who led everybody to say what they said.
And now you got the CIA linked dude trying to assassinate DC members or DC National Guard members.
Mm-hmm. Well, because you have people like this saying things like this.
Well, I don't think they are from DC, but
I hope every last ICE agent dies.
And I think he's got close to 500,000 on TikTok.
It's coming. It's fucking coming. It's here. It's here. It's here. It's staring us in the face, and we just don't want to admit it. But
here we go. Here's a little more.
Let me tell you something. I am here because this is truly life or death. We have an administration that is not only killing people, but is a dream killer right now. That is not the best of America. We are here because we care. I know so many people are frustrated and don't believe in politicians.
Yeah, right, Jonah?
But let me tell you that it takes real courage in this moment to stand up. And that is why we stand with and behind your mayor, because she knows what it is to be under attack by this administration.
More hateful rhetoric. Let's see. Here's a list of defending it.
Look at these videos coming out of places like Chicago.
Oh, their message wasn't for the military. It was for the radical leftists to oppose the military. But yes. But then again, you have an ex-CIA intelligence officer making that video, and then an Afghan national linked to the CIA tries to assassinate 2 National Guard members. I mean, we can't look past that. It's almost like this shit's being set up now.
Richard, you have to understand. The Trump supporters are the less educated ones.
Yeah, they're the ones that are going shooting people.
They're the one. No, the Trump supporters are the sheep. They're in a cult. You know, they're in a death cult that's killing people all over the place.
Apparently, Trump supporters are trying to kill Donald Trump. Make that fucking make sense. You're right, Jonah.
Look at these videos coming out of places like Chicago. It makes me incredibly nervous that we're about to see people in law enforcement, people in uniform military get nervous, get stressed, shoot at American civilians. It is a very, very stressful situation for these law enforcement and for the communities on the ground. So it was basically a warning to say, like, if you're asked to do something, particularly against American citizens, look at these videos.
Particularly against American citizens?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you mean like use whatever force necessary to get your job done, even if American citizens attack you in the streets? Maybe that. Have we thought about that, Alyssa? No, you didn't? You just wanted the military to be like, oh, they're attacking me. Maybe I should just let them do it or join them. If you can't beat them, join them, right? You knew what the fuck you were doing. This isn't encouraging an insurrection within our country. This is officials, those who have sworn an oath, using you as a weapon to overthrow the government. That is treason. by every bit of the definition of the word. Go ahead.
This one is from Eric Doherty. Breaking. It's been revealed that the nonprofit linked to George Soros is fomenting sedition within the military. Around the same time, a script went out to Democratic members of Congress urging rebellion within the ranks against Trump. There are also links to Antifa. November 11th, just days before the video, the National Lawyers Guild published a page urging service members to refuse illegal orders. The same talking points in the video. Win Without War has to put a billboard in North Carolina urging chaos and dissent within the ranks. A group linked to a 501c4 backed by Soros, Open Society. The group was previously named New Security Action.
501c4 Open Societies, same people that are funding Indivisible.
Mm-hmm.
Billboards. What was I raging the fuck up about? Now look at what you got. Now look at it.
Did you go airborne just to pull security for ICE? Not what I signed up for.org. FAQ on refusing illegal orders. DOD instructions 1325.06 permits a service member to possess a single copy of this document. Released November 11, 2025. FAQ on receiving illegal orders.
You gonna sit there and tell me that that's any kind of coincidence? Nope, because they're gonna see this and they're gonna use this shit now. And they're already trying. They're already fucking trying. Before we hit this one up, check this one. Goes to, this came out right after the shooting. Check this shit out. Legacy media like CNN and ABC are already blaming President Trump for the shooting of 2 National Guardsmen in Washington, D.C. You don't hate the media enough. Check this out.
Now, according to D.C. Metropolitan Police, one suspect is in custody, and Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says President Trump, who is currently at Mar-a-Lago, has been briefed. But I want to bring in CNN senior White House correspondent Kristen Holmes, who is live near Mar-a-Lago. Kristen, what are we hearing from the White House?
We just got a comment from President Trump. This is the first time we've heard from the president himself. I've been talking to White House officials who said they're monitoring this closely. They're aware of what's going on. The president was briefed. This is what he posted just now on Truth Social. The animal that shot the 2 National Guardsmen, both being critically wounded and now in 2 separate hospitals, is also severely wounded. But regardless, will pay a very steep price. God bless our great National Guard and all of our military and law enforcement. These are truly great people. I, as President of the United States, and everyone associated with the office of the presidency, am with you. This clearly gives us more information than we had previously heard. And as I said, President Trump is being briefed on this regularly. He is now saying that of the people shot, 2 of them were National Guard, which we knew, but he has here saying that both of them were critically wounded and are in separate hospital around the D.C. area, and saying that the third person who shot at the National Guardsmen is also severely wounded. Part of the reason that they have been tracking this so closely is because President Trump has been really adamant about bringing the National Guard to Washington, D.C. They've been there for months as part of a severe crime crackdown. And I do want to note here, any moment we expect to see Vice President J.D. Vance, who was already going has been really adamant about bringing the National Guard to Washington, D.C. They've been there for months as part of a severe crime crackdown. And I do want to note here, any moment we expect to see Vice President J.D. Vance, who was already going to be delivering remarks at Fort Campbell in Kentucky. This was part of a Thanksgiving trip that he was doing to see the troops. And now that President Trump has commented on this, I think it's very likely that the vice president will also comment on this when he goes up there for those remarks. But clearly here they are monitoring this very closely, and this is new information that the president is now sharing with the public.
Mm-hmm. Already, as soon as it fucking happened. They were going after him. They were going to start blaming this dude. Check this out. This comes from CNN.
What we know is that he comes here from Afghanistan. Now, this is a guy who's been living in Washington State, not Washington, D.C., on the other end of the country. He comes here from Afghanistan in the summer of 2021. Remember what that was like. Refugees fleeing Afghanistan, people had to be recommended by U.S. people on one end, vetted on this end by government background checks as far as they could do in Afghanistan, have sponsors and so on. He settled in Washington. He applies for asylum in December of 2024. Now he goes through another vetting process involving that, and he's approved for asylum in April of this year under the Trump administration. He comes in under the Biden administration. These checks are being done. I remember as a part of the Joint Terrorism Task Force in New York, where we supplied people for that vetting process, it was a lot of pressure. There was a lot of people. They were being kept in military installations. A lot of that vetting had to be done very quickly. I also remember we had to go back afterwards when we found information on certain people and bring them back. In this case, that's all we know about this individual. But
in this case, that's all we know. Check this out. This is how they're trying to spin it. This comes from Crackhead Dad Defiant. If I'm hearing this correctly, and I think I am, the shooter was granted asylum by the Trump administration this year in April. How stupid do you feel, MAGA, for rushing to judgment again? Oh, okay. This is great. Forsaken comes in here and says, you're leaving out the only part that actually matters, and it blows your whole victory lap to pieces. He didn't become dangerous in April when a downstream asylum adjudication was stamped. He became dangerous the moment Biden's 2021 evacuation flew him into the United States with broken, incomplete, and in some cases unverifiable identity data, in which even DHS watchdogs admitted at the time. Here's the timeline you keep pretending doesn't exist. 1. He entered the U.S. in 2021 under Biden's evacuation. That entry was vetted with a national security choke point. This is the moment the system determines who someone is. If you get that wrong, every step after that is contaminated. 2. Once inside the U.S., later asylum processing was not a new security screening. It doesn't rebuild lost biometrics. It doesn't re-verify identity. It doesn't do a fresh counter-terror sweep independent of the original file. It simply adjudicates based on the DHS data it already has. 3. If the entry file is flawed, the officer is blind. You could have the most security-minded administration on earth, but if Biden's evacuation brought thousands of unverified individuals into the country, the asylum process is trapped using garbage data. That's why your dunk falls apart. Trump didn't approve him personally. He didn't create the danger. The danger was walked through the door in the 2021 when Biden's rushed evacuation bypassed normal vetting and left holes big enough to drive a convoy through. And the cherry on top, while you pretend to care, your entire party spent months calling these same guard troops Nazis, thugs, Trump's private army, then acted shocked when someone threatened them like targets. Your narrative doesn't just collapse, it incriminates you. He's fucking correct. Every bit of that. What are you doing?
I was looking for something. Trying to feel around for something. But then look what fucking dumbass dad said. Weird how he didn't try.
Go ahead.
Any National Guard members for all those years, not until after Trump granted him asylum, and then he irresponsibly used them as political props, dumbass. He didn't even listen. He didn't even read any of that. Didn't read a fucking word. Weird how a crackhead gets proven wrong and tries to pin him fearing deportation as a justification for killing National Guard troops. Crack really is a hell of a drug, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, whoever Forsaken is, at Forsaken Ghost here, whole thing, land Laid out for you perfectly.
Hey, Brooklyn Dad.
I didn't hear anything.
Ah, shit. I gotta turn it up then.
Oh, were you playing from something? Or was it in your soundboard?
It was in the soundboard.
Okay, then it's routed wrong.
Oh, shit. Of course it's routed wrong, Richard.
Right. You did it.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing.
You just got to get it. But yeah, this is the way they're trying to say it is, he was granted asylum by Trump when Trump took office back in April. Oh my God, he did it. I'm sorry. So you give the guy a little bit of fucking grace and he winds up assassinating two fucking National Guard members?
So no. So technically he was granted asylum in 2024.
Yeah.
But he wasn't given the asylum until 2025 after Trump took over.
Right.
So he was granted asylum during Joe Biden's presidency. I believe it was like September, October, where they finally approved his
the clemencies and shit he was doing.
Yeah. Right before he got out of office. And then they finished the paperwork when Trump was in office. So once again, they're using what again? What are they using again? I use that word and you tell me I'm wrong all the time.
I don't know.
Semantics. They're using semantics.
Well, in that case, you're right. Yeah.
It is. It's always like, well, it's technically not. No, that's all. It's gaslighting and fucking bullshit. Oh my God, guys, I'm sorry. I haven't regular vetting or CIA vetting. CIA vetting.
This guy was vetted twice. He worked with the CIA as soldiers who fought for the Taliban. Vetted. He was evacuated in Biden's disastrous withdrawal and because he earned it. Yes. Yelling about the unvetted people isn't the issue here. We don't want his motivation. We don't know what his motivation was yet. For all we know, his issue was because the CIA had nothing else. Correct. I'm just going off of what they're talking about. They're trying to set it up as the National Guard shouldn't have been there, so therefore they were assassinated because of it. It's all Donald Trump's fault because he's cracking down on immigration, and now all these immigrants are just becoming violent in the streets. Who would have known that would have actually fucking occurred, right? I mean, you see the U.S. citizens doing it. You want to be a U.S. citizen. What's the next level?
No, Rich. They don't know better. They
right.
don't know.
You're right. I'm not going to blame that one.
Simpler. It's simpler than that. They don't know better. Poor them. They come to these Western civilizations and these poor people who aren't civilized, who are just used to death and destruction. They come to our country. They don't understand it, and they rape and they murder because they don't know better.
Right, you're right. I'm supposed to feel bad for them because they come from we're supposed to be culturally sympathetic, I guess would be the term, right? So it's okay if they rape, pillage, and murder because they come from a different country. They don't know better yet. How do they know better then? How do you teach them not to do these things if you don't put them through our law process? Huh? I don't know.
Well, when you have Congress members and people saying things like this, maybe, these are people supposed to be leading us. But,
This is fucking insane. We should all point out how fucking insane this is. Hey, this is Ruben Gallego. I'm traveling through Arizona right now, and I just received the news that the Department of Defense is starting investigation against my seatmate, Mark Kelly. This is fucking insane. We should all point out how fucking insane this is. And, these guys are trying to say that they're not acting like fascists. They're not trying to give as much power to this president as a king, and they should stop acting like it. Mark Kelly's a patriot. There's no reason why they're going after him. He was doing his duty.
I don't know. Maybe he, for sedition. We're calling him the Seditious Six now.
Yeah.
And just reminding people.
You're lucky you're not in there because you missed it. You were in the first draft, but you weren't in the second one. You weren't good enough, Ruben. They didn't want you in there.
It's coming.
Maybe they're racist. Maybe it's because they're racist. I think everybody in there was white. I think your own party didn't like you because of your last name. So you fell on the draft room floor. You're going to go with all the rest of the colors, because they're going to make one for the whites and everybody. And then, you're going to be in the second draft. Maybe that's what that happened. Maybe.
Can we take Alex Quesadilla with you?
Well, Alex Quesadilla will be next. Like he'll be in the second draft also. But he's on here defending himself now.
He is an anchor, baby. So
yes, they both are actually. To be honest, they both are.
Yeah.
Why were you not part of this video?
Yeah, actually, so I was part of the first video. The second video is by the time the script got to me and it was in the middle.
By the time the what?
The
yeah,
script?
we know the script. Yeah, they all read off a script.
Is it loaded everybody over there? I'll turn it up on this side. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No. Keep it.
I got it.
Now I got to turn mine down.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me turn it up first. But yeah, no, there was they all read from the same script. So somebody had to write it up. And guess who wrote it up? Oh, that's right. The CIA agent did.
There you go. If you weren't driving a car, you couldn't have been carjacked. Right? If you weren't following legal orders, it wouldn't have been assassinated.
If you weren't wearing that dress, you wouldn't have got raped. Sound familiar? These people are disgusting.
God damn, the way you put it that.
Because that's exactly what it is. Two people are murdered. They're doing their job. Maybe if you weren't in D.C. Because look, here we go. Here's more people defending it. This is Trump's fault.
This incident in D.C. is on Trump. Judge ordered that having the guard in Washington, D.C. was illegal.
What the fuck does that have to do with it?
First of all, that still isn't the end of the fucking process. It hasn't gone through the appeals court. It hasn't been. You do realize that 98% of these fucking injunctions against Trump have failed. Dramatically fucking failed, right, asshole? No,
but we'll watch to the end and watch the special.
I don't know if it's 98%, but yeah.
The special announcement.
They should have been gone. They shouldn't have been there. None of this should have happened. Now he's gone ahead and put 500 more. Arrest the president. My name's Damien. I'm for democracy.
I think he's running for some kind of office too.
Oh, of course, they're all going to be running for some type of office.
And here you go. You got fucking ramen noodle head over here. Guess whose fault it was again?
Would an individual have flown across the country to target law enforcement officers in Washington, D.C.? And, the answer is likely no.
No. If Trump didn't have the National Guard in Washington, D.C., somebody wouldn't have flown from Washington fucking State to D.C., because there's no place closer that has National Guard. So he flew to D.C. to do this. It was Donald Trump's fault.
In front of the White House.
He made a man wake up in the morning, find it so egregious, he flew across the country and murdered two service members.
One. The other one's still in critical condition. But yes.
Tried. Attempted murder. One attempted murder. It's Donald Trump's fault. Donald Trump had such a hold.
Everybody's missing the fact that this was in front of the fucking White House, dude. That's a big thing, too. It's not like, hey, he did this in some back alley kind of shit. No. He did this in full fucking view of everybody and everywhere. That was a statement. If it wasn't a statement, they would have been on some street corner somewhere in D.C., maybe. You walk up in front of the White House to do some shit like that? You don't think that's a statement?
Well, listen. More hateful rhetoric.
There will come a day in the not so distant future where MAGA Republicans or former MAGA Republicans will not be able to live in peace in this country anymore. Not exactly sure what that's going to look like, but I know for certain that you're either going to have to leave this country or completely hide any evidence that you ever supported Donald Trump.
When Donald Trump said, they're not coming after me, they're coming after you, he was 1,000% correct. He was 1,000% correct.
Weren't they talking about when Trump was in his first office running for second? Weren't they talking about, the Republicans wanting to put people in cages and internment camps and shit for COVID?
Yep.
And now you just want to put Republicans, people who don't think like you, in death camps.
Not even Republicans. Anybody who voted for Trump.
Good point.
Doesn't matter. You're an independent. You're even a Democrat who voted for Trump. You heard Jennifer Welch, right? If you don't line up with us, we will come after you like we came after them. This is the hateful rhetoric from the right? This is the hateful rhetoric from conservatives, from people who voted for Donald Trump.
You're right. The war has already begun, brother. You know
what
that.
did I tell you? I told you that water bottle scene is going to happen. It is coming slowly, but it's coming. They just tried to they offed 2 National Service members.
I mean, what about the Border Patrol agents? One of them was shot in the neck down there in Texas. 2 different incidences that happened in the same day. Everybody missed that but us. Every single fucking person missed it but us. That was 2 different incidences in the same day where they were ambushed in the same exact way. Well, not the same exact way, but the same premise. But yeah.
What did he drive or because Spud says, how did he get a weapon to DC? And then K Bean said he drove all those states with National Guards to target these soldiers. And then Jonah said 3 blocks away, one giant building. All right, Jonah. It was right there. Kathy Holtz was unconstitutional quarantine regulations.
Way to be exact. I mean, you're doing it, dude. I mean, all right, look, what is that? What is the name of that hotel?
I don't know it.
Intercontinental Hotel or something like that. It's literally right across the street from the White House. You do some fucked up shit like that at the Intercontinental Hotel, yeah, that's sending a message. I mean, it'd be more of a message if he did it on the White House lawn. I mean, if you're looking for that route, Jesus Christ. I'd like to send a message, but I'll leave that. Look, there's that filter that happened right before I said something stupid.
There you go.
Yeah.
But Hakeem Jeffries was asked if they should. Now, I guess they've been invited to. Those 6 people have been invited to speak in front of, in front of the FBI. And
what is that hotel name now? I'm gonna check it out.
But no. Apparently, no. They're gonna refuse.
As the Democratic leader, do you believe your members should sit for interviews with the FBI?
There's no basis to this FBI investigation unless the FBI actually presents credible evidence as to why they are seeking to interview these.
Should be an easy question, right? Should be an easy question and answer. Why'd you make that video? And what was it for? Why did you make the video? Well, Alyssa gave me the script and we read it. So, yeah. Because Trump is this, Trump is that. They have a code of conduct they have to still abide by. The whole thing is odd. Yeah. Welch gets uglier every time she yeah, she does. she gets fucking she's starting to look like oh my god. I forget I can see the movie in my face. It's a movie about a bunch of kids that turn into rats by a bunch of witches. It's like an 80s movie.
Here we go. Yeah. I remember this.
The Intercontinental.
I stayed here for a weekend. Yes. Washington, D.C. It is literally right across the street from the fucking White House. It was an awesome ass hotel, dude.
And it looks nice. I bet you the poors can't get in there.
No, this was like $400 a fucking night. And that was a deal because usually they're like $750. Some of them are like $800 or more, and that's just the bullshit rooms. Like, check this out. Okay, we're gonna do one room, 2 guests. Let's go.
Was the bed at least comfy?
Oh, dude, it was better than the one I got at home.
I mean, listen, a lot of them are. When you go to a nice place like that.
No, I mean, our bed was fucking amazing. It still is for being like 8-9 years old. Look at this. $334 a night. And these are the bullshit rooms. You want to go for fucking the suites, dude? It's gonna be expensive as shit. Look, $1337 for a fucking Compass suite. No, we didn't do that. We were doing like classic rooms and shit like this. But it was an amazing fucking experience, dude.
I bet. It looks nice.
But yeah.
I went and stayed what's that? I stayed at the Grand Ole Opry. That place is pretty comfy.
Back to yours.
I stayed in the
indoor because that was it was an amazing experience, and I remember that shit. That was holy shit.
I stayed at the Grand Ole Opry once, and I was looking inside. I was like, this is nice. I was literally looking at 2 escalators outside my window.
Was that the hold on?
This one said Jen Psaki and MS Now amplify the Dems will prosecute anyone taking part in the Mark Kelly investigation intimidation campaign. They're just coming after people now. They don't care.
What do you think as a lawyer? What do you think the consequences should be for people who are abiding by following these steps from the commander in chief when they seem to be complete overreaches of power?
They're following unlawful commands from Donald Trump. And if you're committing offenses and your defense is going to be, I was just following orders. You know, that didn't work out so well at Nuremberg. It certainly didn't work out so well for Lieutenant Calley when he engaged.
Actually, I'm a Marriott guy, Jennifer. I'm a Marriott guy. I got a Marriott card too, so I get free parking, which is $35 a night if you don't have it. Fucking weird.
Oh, they changed it. Hold up. They changed it out. No, oh, you bastards. Okay, cool. Hold on. I gotta correct this. This is now the Hotel Washington. That used to be the Intercontinental when I went to it. It's now the Hotel Washington. This looks badass even better. Hold up. Look at that. Look at that shit. I want to go. But this used to be the Intercontinental Hotel. This was the one that was like right there next to the White House. You could literally look out of their bar balcony and see the White House lawn. I want to go back. They've done some renovations. That looks badass.
Yes, Marriott is a great brand.
Now look at this. This is, come on, admit it. That's cool.
It's nice.
All right.
Spud says, "How did he get through Maryland?"
How did he get?
Well,
through?
Probably if he drove, he could have brought his firearm or whatever firearm. Bought one on the way. Bought one in fucking
Hotel Washington. That's Harrington. What the fuck was Hotel Washington? Was somewhere around on the map here.
Chinsucky is fugly. Yes, she is.
Oh, it's right here. Yeah, it was right in there. You can see the White House lawns. One of the rooms that we had, you could like see the corner of it, like right here, because we weren't going to pay $300 extra just to have that view, because that's what it amounted to be on the other side of the hotel.
Fuck that.
I was like, nah, I ain't paying that just for that. $300 a night just to be on the other side. Ain't doing it. But yeah.
Fuck that.
Go ahead.
The My Lai massacre. And, Pete Hegseth just doing whatever Donald Trump tells him to do, like initiating a criminal investigation that could result in a court-martial of Senator.
Yes. They told service members to defy ranks. They told service members that they can say no.
Right.
That's not an option.
They told the service members to literally commit a military coup. To defy your commanding officer, go against orders. That is a military coup. And you want to do it in mass scale. Again.
Just because Orange Man bad.
California and Texas. Texas is coming up, man. I don't know. It's looking a little bad in Texas there. We're going to see in the next few years how Texas turns out, but I guarantee you it's going to start turning real blue real quick.
And this was the whole point of the whole thing.
And then last night, the Counterterrorism Division at the FBI sent a note to the members of Congress saying they are opening what appears to be an inquiry against the 6 of us. To be honest, the president's reaction and the use of the FBI against us is exactly why we made the video.
What part of this investigation is illegal? What part of any investigation is technically illegal?
You made the video because of exactly what he's doing. That's the point of why you made the video, is what he's doing right now. So you made the video for him to go after you?
Yes. To turn around and play the fucking victim.
I mean, if we're talking about semantics, let's walk that back. Or rewind it about 5-10 seconds.
By the way, I don't like her fucking. Now all of a sudden, she went and made that video. I'm Elise Slotkin. I used to work at CIA. No order to do not abide by illegal orders. And now I just don't he's sending the FBI after me, and I don't know why he's doing that. It makes absolutely no sense. They came to my house and gave me a letter. Fuck you.
Yeah, and if we put that video out, do you think we would have the FBI delivering a letter to us on our doorstep?
Yes.
No. They'd be kicking our fucking doors in a heartbeat.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Especially if we were service members.
Not even.
Well, I mean, yeah.
And the use of the FBI against us is exactly why we made the video. He believes in using the federal government against his perceived adversaries.
So,
and he's not.
You caused a self-fulfilling prophecy. You made the video because you believed he would attack you, and he did attack you. You caused your own self-fulfilling prophecy, and I'm supposed to feel bad for you.
Yes. You know how he wouldn't have attacked you.
How hard this is getting for me right now.
I mean, listen, you could go a little bit. You could turn it up to like 5.5. Because I know. Listen, I can't give you 10 permission. 10 permission is drunk Richard going off for 45 minutes. That's level 10. I give you level 4.5. just halfway, almost.
All right, goddamn, let's go.
not afraid to use the arms of the government.
This is fun. I like this.
Against people he disagrees with. He does not believe the law applies to him. He has said that every which day to Sunday, which is exactly why we made the video, to give people some assurance.
Thanks, buds.
That they weren't alone.
It's a nice impression because it was dead on. It's fucking dead on. That's exactly what she's doing. She's playing the fucking victim now.
Mm-hmm.
And she's CIA, so she's she's a CIA analyst. Pretty fucking good at it. Pretty fucking good. That was her job. To analyze the data, turn it around, spin it, and now that's what she's doing. I'm the victim. I'm the victim!
I'm the victim because I told you to follow orders. That's the fucked up part. That's what really fucking gets me. Oh, they told him, refuse illegal orders. If it's illegal orders, you have to follow the law. You have to follow your orders. You have to do all that if it's illegal. All they said was you can refuse illegal orders. Oh, right. You can just refuse them, right? Because they deem it to be illegal?
By the way, from what I know, and
because
Rick,
what
please,
was still illegal about anything he's fucking done?
Please let me know, Rick. They go through, and from what I've heard from people, they go through the laws and they go with what's legal and not legal. So they go through the whole UCMJ, like they have, from what I know, like I don't know, classes or whatever it is, but they go through all this. So they know what's an illegal order. So putting out the video is not. And they used it to say, all we were doing was reinforcing it. Why do it? This
is a scare tactic by him. He is attempting to use the FBI to scare us out of continuing to talk and have conferences like this. And I think it is a well-worn tactic of people who are trying to intimidate adversaries, their perceived enemies, out of public criticism of themselves.
Well, just like you said about Trump, if you got nothing to hide, then just go in front of the FBI then.
Right.
If you got nothing to hide.
If it's not a problem, why would it be a thing, right?
Yeah. If you did everything lawfully and legally, you should be able to fly through that FBI investigation, no problem.
Right.
But you're going to plead the fifth and not go. Well, according to your rules with Trump, you must be guilty then. Because those are your rules. Nobody else set those rules.
Yeah.
You guys are the guilty until proven innocent. So, I guess you're guilty then until you prove your innocence. Go in front of the FBI. Show them that you're innocent. It shouldn't be hard. Right?
This is fucking hard, man. Because I'm second guessing everything now.
Listen, just don't call for anybody's unaliving. That's all, for the most part.
It's been a minute.
But let's go. I mean, it's 8.
We gotta hit the other side, but yeah. Guys, I'm actually trying to tone myself down a little bit too, because Davey brought up a good point. But yeah.
Listen, all I said was, let me bring up Rick's point. Rick says, for basic, through every leadership course you take, they cover illegal orders, yes. I actually taught that class to ROTC cadets at their camp before they were commissioned.
See? I mean...
So what was the use of it? So, getting back to what Rich said, me and Rich plan to do, our plan is to do this, right? So we kind of got to come over a little more professional. That's all. We had a conversation about it, and I just, said Rich can't go nuclear like he did the other day. I didn't say, listen, we're not going to change who we are. We're never going to change who we are. We are who we are. But
I'm just not going to say the fucked up shit that I should say.
I just don't want Rich to go 10 all the time. He's got to learn. Listen, the man is 40 years old. He's going to have a heart attack.
Hey, it's coming. I feel lightheaded when I breathe.
And so I just, all I said was, let's just back it a little bit. That's all. I said we need to be able to sell us to people. And if Rich is always talking about shoving things in certain places and, and people getting it from certain places, and unless we're talking about Diddy, then, but that's all.
I'll just call it Diddy style then. How about that?
So if you hear Rich saying he's holding back, that is why. We had a little meeting about it. So, but we're still going to be us, but just a little bit more. I'm not even saying like
me.
Brand worthy.
It's not you. It's me.
But we are going. Yes, we will. Teresa, we will get to that on the other side. Now that Trump stated the Autopen pardons are history, Marsha Brady's sister has something else to cry about.
Look, there is some good news here. Apparently, I've been kind of bringing up a few things that have already been gone, but yeah, we're going to hit that up on the other side as well. I got that queued up actually right here next. But, as a matter of fact, let me grab the video real quick just so I can put it up. I forgot the little start video for Davies pleasure as we were starting up everything, so we just sat in silence. It was a lot. You're right. Now that I can't hear it and shit like that, like I hear it, but if I turn it down, it's just awkward as fuck in the background.
What do you mean?
If I'm not playing a video for you,
yeah.
It's just like I have it turned down just barely enough to hear it in my head because it's playing through OBS. But just doing that, we're just sitting here. It's like awkward as shit.
Yeah, that's right. That's why when you don't play the start video, I'm just sitting here like, and then you're like 5 seconds, and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I should be ready.
Right. All right. But yeah, where is the video? Here it is. All right. But ladies and gentlemen, you got the link. We will see you over on the Rumble side here in about 3 minutes. We got a little bit more to talk about tonight. Movie night tomorrow. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Before we close it out, let me bring it up on screen for everybody to see. Okay? Let's go to view the channel. Let's go to post. Davey gets his wish. Look at this.
I get to see Interstellar.
We're doing Interstellar. Now, this is actually a great movie. It's the most scientifically accurate movie. It gets a little boring at times. Sometimes you're just like, who the fuck cares? I don't want to hear you talking. But it's a great one. And it is, it's a little more, it's going to be very, very technical to break down for Davey for this. But it's going to be a fun ride. Because I can explain every bit of this movie, and it's awesome.
If you saw my brain explode last weekend on Saturday, and remember, membos, come on, be a part of the community. We appreciate you. But if you're a member, you can watch Interstellar and watch my brain explode on Saturday, trying to learn science.
No, it's going to be open on the Rumble only side. We'll start up the little members only, let you guys see on YouTube know. But then we'll cut to the whole Rumble thing, and it's going to be open on Rumble. It will be listed. It won't be members only or anything on that side. But y'all thought his brain was going to explode? Or y'all saw his brain explode while we were talking about like nuclear fusion and everything? Check this out. You're going to see his mind obliterate itself when I describe what he's seeing as far as time travel is concerned. Because it's amazing. I know he's gonna lose it. Dude, if you go chimp, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
Dun, 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 dun. 3 minutes.
Once you get to the ending of that movie and you start putting it all together, it's gonna blow your fucking mind. But 3 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you on the other side. Let me come back to it. Where was... Oh, you son of a bitch. It's right here.
Hey, it's me, Davey. You know, the simple one. Here at Off Label Podcast, we're all about doing things the off-label way. But without you, we're just two idiots who talk to each other on the internet. So please, if you could, hit that like button, repost, and give us a follow. And if you're feeling frisky enough, throw a comment. We now return you to our regularly scheduled bullshit.
Isn't that hard?
I mean, it's not.
So you know what? It's fine. You're changing history, you're changing culture, and you had people, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally. But you had many people in that group other than neo-Nazis and white nationalists.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test. Expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess, what's happening next?
He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just wrote an obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I leave an impression and take a redemption, just kill no discretion. Your mind is a weapon, 11-11, it's time for progression.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep, move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they see